Believe that?
Here, guy.
Okay, see you, Rafe.
Somebody wanted to, did you want to talk to me?
Yeah, really quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
don't
right.
mind.
Then I'll just head over there.
Sure. All right, with Rex Weiler. So we're at a different type of nuclear crisis. Can we get some comments from you about that?
About the nuclear situation.
Yeah.
Well, just as the nuclear industry was trying to sell us a nuclear renaissance that was going to solve our energy problems, we see this tremendous accident in Japan, which has changed the conversation. And what it shows us is that we have to understand that we're at the end of the growing oil era. Oil consumption and oil production has peaked, and we've built this massive complex society, not just Japan, but Canada, US, Europe. We've built these massive complex societies based on cheap energy. And now we're casting about looking for some way to keep this energy bonanza going to replace oil. In the meantime, by burning fossil fuels, we've heated up the planet already 1 degree, and we're on the way to heating it up 2 to 3 degrees and possibly having runaway global warming. So we do need alternatives to fossil fuels. However, tests have been done on all the alternative energies. Nuclear power is the most carbon intensive of all the alternatives. People think nuclear power doesn't produce carbon, but it's because they haven't done the studies. They haven't read the studies. The scientific studies have been done. Nuclear power is a carbon hog. Why? Because of the cement, because of the high alloy steels, because of the construction costs, because of decommissioning the power plants, because of processing fuel. Nuclear power is a carbon hog. There's another problem with nuclear power. The plants only last for 40 or 50 years, maybe extended to 60 years, 70 years. But if we're going to build 2,000 nuclear power plants, we'd have to build 20,000 to replace oil. If we're going to build those nuclear power plants, we have to keep building them. Every 60 years, every 70 years, are we going to build 20,000 new nuclear power plants and then decommission the old ones? People haven't really looked into nuclear power. It is not the answer. And on top of that, you have nuclear accidents, you have nuclear waste, we have no place to put the nuclear waste. There's proliferation of nuclear weapons. Nuclear power is the most expensive, highest carbon emissions, most complex, most dangerous, most risky of all the alternatives.
So there's some talk about nuclear energy powering tar sands. The development, is this, how true is this, or is this a rumor?
They want to build a nuclear power plant to power the tar sands. So here's the problem with the tar sands. There's many problems with the tar sands. Destroying the northern prairies, for one, destroying lakes, killing ducks, destroying communities, destroying the water table. But on top of that, the tar sands are a very low net energy oil supply. So what that means, net energy means, is that it takes almost a third of the energy that you get out of the tar sands. It takes a third of that energy to get the oil out. Why? Because they have to heat up the bitumen, they have to essentially melt the substrate to get the oil out. So we're burning, to get that oil, get that energy out of the ground, we have to burn a third of that energy. So it's a very inefficient, low net energy oil. And that's why they want to build a nuclear power plant to supply the energy to get the oil out of the ground on the prairies, which destroys the prairies. Then they want to ship it to the west coast and put it on tankers in Vancouver and risk our coast. So you see, we're destroying the prairies, we're risking our west coast, our marine environment, and our coastal economies. And then on top of that, they want to build nuclear power plants to do it. It's really an insane plan.
Great, thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, we gotta get over there.
Okay.
I understand there's a naked lady over there. Are you too old for that?